Alright. Here I am. Alright, so I just figured before the event ends, I'll make a video about it. So it's the winter event. I'm basically going to showcase all the items that you can get from the winter event in terms of weapons and armor and stuff. There's no armor actually, it's just weapons. That's it. Alright, so let's go inside. Let's show you the all the enemies first. Little area, dungeon, all that shit. Let me put my graphics up. What are you guys saying? Just need to make sure it's outputting pretty good. Alright, it's fine. Alright, so this is it. Yep. So the place is called, I actually don't remember what it's called. Let me see. I forgot. It's winter something. It's just a winter event, but it's got a name. So I'm gonna show you enemies. I'm gonna walk around it. I'm not gonna use a speed glitch because I want to show everything. So you got these Gemulites. So I don't give a fuck. Alright, actually I'm gonna do a speed glitch. Fuck it. There we go. Oh shit. Give it a second. I should have done it. Oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna kill these guys real quick. Actually, I'm just gonna reset. Fuck this. Are you fucking serious? Give it a second. Keep spawning over here. I'm trying to spawn a teleporter. There we go. Sometimes it will just spawn you where you died for some reason, and I fucking hate it. Can I not do the speed glitch? What? Okay, there we go. Alright, so you got Gemulites, which are the purple ones. Then you got Crystallites, which are the blue ones. They both give legendary crystals. I don't know the drop rates or anything. They got a wiki, so you can look at that. But they both give rare and legendary crystals. Alright, and so the next enemy is these fuckers. The Evergreen Sentinels. We'll get to the drops after we talk about all the enemies. So Evergreen Sentinels, Crystallites, and then these are Crystallites, and then Gemulites, which are the purple ones. Evergreen Sentinels, they drop, where is it? They drop these. I think that's all they drop. I don't remember if they drop this either. I don't think they do. But they also drop a skill, which is like really sought after at the moment. And it's called Summon Tree. And it's this one right here. It lets you summon a tree. And all it really does is boost your stamina regen hit. Regenerates your stamina way faster than it originally would. So Summon Tree is pretty good, but you have to farm the Evergreens to get it. Don't farm the boss, you have to farm the Evergreens. These guys, Evergreen Sentinels. So a lot of people will be farming the boss and then they'll be like, why haven't I gotten the fucking tree skill yet? And that's why. It's because you don't get it from the boss, you get it from the Evergreen Sentinels. which is kind of misleading because the Sentinels aren't special at all. They're fucking everywhere. So the drop isn't really too. It didn't take me that long to get it, but for a lot of people, they've been saying that the drop rate is like really low because they've been farming for a long time and they weren't able to get it. But I was able to get it pretty fast. All right, so now we're gonna go to basically like where the dungeon is. So more gemmy lights. There were a lot of crystal lights back there, the blue ones. So there's 2 more enemies, the boss and 1 more little minion guy. So another crystal light, another gemmy light. With the boss, there's evergreen sentinels that spawn around the boss room as well. So you can farm the boss and the evergreens if you really wanted to. But if you just want the skill, you're better off just farming the evergreens and stuff. And then you got these guys, icy imps. I think these are the ones that drop this, but I don't remember. So I think that's all they drop. Maybe they give rare crystals. I haven't farmed them or anything because they're kind of useless. They don't give anything. Only reason I farm the evergreens is because the evergreens drop the skill, the summon tree skill. So that's the only reason I farm those guys. Alright, so then you got this little puddle of water. And you need to traverse this puddle to get to the boss. There's a little glitch that's going on right now that happens with this puddle. So basically, if you have any of the R15 body parts on your Roblox avatar, like where it's like, you know, makes your character look more realistic and stuff, this is what will happen. You'll float, and as you can see, you have to sink to the bottom to get over there to get to the dungeon, but you'll always float. So the only way you can get to down there is by using a default Roblox character with like the blocky limbs and shit. So there's a way you can get by that if you're using and not float if your avatar consists of these type of body parts. So I'm gonna show you how to kill this guy real quick. So, all right. So pretty much what you have to do is you have to look down and you have to follow a certain path. See how my character's like getting gravitationally pulled to the floor of the water, and I'm not floating. As long as your character's stepping on something, he'll keep falling. Now watch this. If I jump, I automatically start floating again. I cannot go down once I jump. So you want to keep stepping on the little floor. So now that we got that out of the way, because there's a lot of people on the Discord, on the official SwordBurst 2 Discord, and they're always like, how the fuck do I get down here without floating all the time? And that's how. If you're using this type of, if you're using an avatar with these type of pieces, then that's how you got what you're gonna want to. And it sucks that they didn't think of that ahead of time, but it is what it is. So you want to kind of take it slow, because if you even slightly go a little higher, at this point you can jump, so it's all good, because this is where the little thing leads to the boss. But yeah, you're gonna want to try and follow the path. Don't jump, don't sprint, just take your time and you'll do it. If you're using the default character models, you don't have to worry about it at all. It's no problem. You can get past it easy. If you're not, then that's the only way you're going to be able to do it, unless you have some kind of hacks. Alright, so more icy imps, more gemmy lights, more crystal lights, a lot of trees, you know. Place looks pretty cool. It's a cool little map. There's the dungeon door, finally. So, I'll show you the boss, and I'll show you what the boss drops. There it is, it's right over there. I guess nobody's farming it, huh? Alright, so that's the boss. Oh no, never mind, people are farming it. Alright, so I'll wait for it to respawn, and I'll show you what it drops. Alright, so basically, what the boss drops, I'll just show you right now, fuck it. What it drops is this, Peppermint Slasher, which is very good. The reason it's good is because it's level 0. So you can start a new profile. If you have a high level character that has a whole bunch of these, with your new profile you could have your high level character give your new profile one of these. that's maxed out, and you'll be doing over 400 damage in the beginning of the game. So it'll get you to floor 5 without ever having to grind. At least grind for a little while, and then once you get to floor 5, you have to grind after that. But very good drop for low levels. As you can see, he also has the skill symmetry. So that's what the boss looks like. It's called Wintula, I think, the Punisher. Yeah, it's Wintula the Punisher. Alright, so if you're not interested in level 0 stuff, because nobody's gonna respec or make a new character or anything, you can also, this is what he also drops. Snowflake Scythe. It's the best level 100 legendary in the game so far, because how much fucking damage it does maxed out. And even clean, it does a lot of damage. So yeah, it's the best level 100 legendary, so it's kind of sought after, but it's not really. Now the reason I got so many scythes, the reason I collected so many, oh for fuck's sake, I fell through the map! What the fuck? Alright, I fell through the map. Anyways, the reason I have so many is because when the event ends, you're not going to be able to get any of these items. Now there's a rumor going around that when the event ends, you won't be able to trade any of the event items. I hope that's not true, because then I wasted all my fucking time getting all this when I could have just gotten one of each, but I really hope that's not true, so we'll see when the event ends. I'm gonna be fucking pissed if that's true. I swear to God. I'll be so fucking mad. But yeah, so that's that. That's the event floor. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. There's nothing extra about it. None of these rooms lead anywhere. It's all pretty chill. Let me see, let me just enable. Oh fuck, man, it's fucking. Most of the time I do it first try, but I guess not today. Alright, here we go. So just to prove that, what the fuck? Alright, just to prove that there's like nothing over here except for like probably enemies. I'm gonna go and try and get up here, which I should be able to. But yeah, you can like get up here and yeah, there's just that and this tree and that's it. Tree doesn't do anything, trust me. If it did, it would say on the wiki. It's just here for show. And you can go right through it, so you can't hit this crystal either. So this is here for nothing. So all you got, really the only thing you want to farm is the boss and the Evergreen Sentinels, because the Evergreen Sentinels give you the tree skill, which you're not going to be able to obtain once the event's over. So you're going to want to farm the Evergreen Sentinels, and the other thing is the boss, because they give you the best level 100 legendary in the game. So those are really the only two things you want to farm. Everything else is just shit. It doesn't give you anything good, so don't fuck with it. It doesn't matter. So don't farm anything other than those two. If you do farm anything other than those two, then you're pretty much wasting your time. Because the items they drop are shit, so. Alright, so then we have. Okay, so there's an invisible wall there. So we can't go over here. But, so that just proves there's nothing over there. But yeah, you can't go over there. And there's that little globe. There's also like some green globes in the boss room as well. To be honest, the map's okay, I guess. It's not really well made. I don't know, can you fall down here? No, you can't, so it's not really well made. I don't know if you know, but crystals are pretty cool. But I could make those in the roblox. The enemies are obviously something that would really take a long time to make. But you just use the little creator tool thingy, the little mesh tool, and little map thing, you know, to like just the clay basically just generates shit. So like I can tell that's all they use to make this, other than like the grass and the road. The road is also the mesh thing, because you can choose the color for it and shit, so, and the type of material. So I could have made this map. The only thing I'd say would be difficult is the crystals, and maybe these little boxes. It took some time, because you'd have to place all that there, you know, individually and copy, but all they do is copy and paste it. The boss as well is pretty fucking bland. It's just like a huge elf thing with no legs or anything like so. So yeah, you can tell they just slapped this thing together. The tree skill is also really fucking bland. Like, it is what it is. It's still cool that they added a skill in the first place. The thing I do like is that all the enemies have animations on this floor. So that is really cool because you can tell they spent, that's like the only thing they spent time on. And the level 100 weapon. That as well. That thing looks really cool. So that's about it. Like, I don't think I would have been able to make this in the Roblox studio without spending a couple weeks at least, because of how like in depth it is. You can't really see because I'm in the shadow, but obviously it's got like the little curve right here. So, and then this, I actually showed this weapon in the showcase already, the legendary showcase. I do actually have the hammers, I just don't have it on this profile, I have it on another profile, so that's why I didn't show that. Alright, so I think it's going to be it for this video. I think that's good. I think that's good enough, but yeah, the event floor is pretty cool, I guess. If you're going to farm for anything on this floor, I recommend getting this skill, because you're going to be able to flex with this thing. Not everybody's going to have this. Most of the people in the game don't even have this, like, at all, so getting this skill is going to be really fucking nice. The weapon is really, really good, but everybody already has it. You're still going to be able to flex on people when, like, you get it, and people who just start the game get to 100 and they don't have it, so you're going to be able to sell it to them and stuff, but at the moment it's kind of worthless, but when the event ends it's going to boost up in price. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and another thing. Alright, one more thing before I end the video. Every enemy, and the boss included, has a set amount of XP, a set amount of damage they do, and a set amount of hits that they take to kill. So you probably like, that's with every floor, but that's not the case for every floor. So basically what I'm trying to say is it scales to your level. So let's say you come over here and you're level 1, it would take the same amount of hits to kill every enemy as it would if you're level 200 like I am. Doesn't matter how much damage you do, it'll always take the same amount of hits to kill each enemy. And they will always kill you in the same amount of hits as well. So it scales to your level pretty much. So no matter what level you are, or no matter what weapons and armor you have, you can always come to this floor and pretty much get every item on the floor and grind for every item. As equal as everyone else can, because it scales. Doesn't matter what level you are. They'll always do the same amount of damage and take the same amount of damage. Yeah, that's it. So make sure you subscribe. Fucking piece of shit. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you join my group, my Roblox group, to enter the free giveaway. It's almost the end of the month, and the end of the month, where I'm gonna actually choose the winners, and then I'm gonna give away the stuff to the winners. So make sure you do all that. And yeah, that's it. Be sure to like the video, stay tuned for more. And peace, I guess.